years before I really got into gardening, so this goes back a ways. There's a house a few houses down from me that would have these plants. I called them fireworks. I had just never seen anything like it, and every year they would come up. And then finally, I found out they were Cleome. Well, I have been on the hunt for a good Cleome to grow ever since, and my hunt is over because I'm going to go with the 5-piece Cleome from Phillip Watson, 5 plants, 3 easy payments of $9.56 with free shipping and handling. So we are talking about, you ready for this? $5 and change a plant, shipping for free. And here's what you get. It is a wow. Over 3,000 have been picked up just this season. Now I have this beautiful rose in front of me, but you're going to get a blue, a lavender, a purple, a rose, and a white. Phillip, Cleome is one of the showiest plants in your garden. I love it because it's nice and tall. Gives you like kind of anchors the back in a very flowy way.
And also they dance because they're light, and it is like royal crowns on the ends of stems. But a beautiful dancing plant for the garden, and this is a self-seeding annual. Now let me tell you what that is. A self-seeding annual drops seeds onto the ground during the course of the season, and then next year they come back up from the seeds in that same area, or if you want to collect the seed, you can move them around as I do. These will spread better than most perennials, but the butterflies love these, the hummingbirds love these, and you will love the dance that they do in the garden because they don't have a tremendous amount of foliage. You can plant this among other things like your daylily, like your true lilies, or if you want to put them right next to your roses. This is a great look to have with your roses if you want to go with these rich colors this season. This also goes nicely with the Sun Patience collection that we've got coming up. But they're deer resistant. So if you've got deer, no worries.
Boy,
do
we have deer in this area, Phillip, which is one of the reasons I'm so intrigued by them.
Yes, and if you want, some fights I'll take on. That's not one I'm going to win. But these are beautiful in containers, as we're showing. They're also great in the ground. Anywhere where you want a lot of color, if you've got a deck area or even a balcony, when the wind gets in it, it does not break the stems over because they're really, really strong stems. There's a little bit of a resin quality to it, kind of like lantana has, and that keeps the deer from wanting to eat it. But they're the colors that you'll see: the blush, the lavender, the rose, and the white, all mixed together. And these blooms are 4 to 8 inches across. The stems are 2 to 3 feet tall. So a nice, reliable, self-seeding annual.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. And you are getting them. It's a really wild price. You're getting them for about $5 and change a piece. We only have 700 remaining. 1-800-500-7590. So Phillip, because they're annuals, I'm going to see something get this size this year, and it is going to bloom its heart out, right?
Yes, indeed. The hotter it gets, the better it performs. It loves the heat. You know, a lot of gardens are tired in August. And these keep right on going. They're kind of, the Sun Patience will be going gangbusters in August. This is another plant that will be going gangbusters in August. I'm always trying to design toward the areas that are typically weak in my garden, because your garden will really shine when everybody else on the street doesn't look so great. And the Cleome, sparkler Cleome will be shining then. The Sun Patience will be shining then. Your little line hydrangea will be looking beautiful in August. So you just got to gear up that way. This is the way the flowers look. Again, 4 to 8 inches across with a very interesting foliage, deer and drought resistant. In containers or in the ground, the self-seeding annual, and you can let the seeds drop where they are, or you can collect them. What I've done is I've got a paper coffee filter, and I wrap it around the head of the flower and I shake it. The seeds fall in that. I put them in a jar. I scattered some along some of the paths where I walked in some of the public parks. No, I didn't do that, but I did. And so when I go walking the next year, I'll see the Cleome flowers, and I had to laugh to myself.
That is hilarious. Well, Philip just beautifying whether you ask him to or not. I'm not telling. That's a secret. Like, just keep at it. So if you do want these, though, I will warn you, they're going very quickly now. 1-800-500-7590 to order. These are last chance plants. What we have is what we have. You want to get them now. And you know, Philip, as someone who loves to garden, I don't see a lot of Cleome in my area. I don't know about other places, but I live in a neighborhood that has a lot of people who love to garden, and there's only one house in my neighborhood that has the Cleome. And I know because I walk the dog, and I, for years, was seeing this plant. I'm like, what is that plant? Every year, big and showy.
Yes.
And they have really self-seeded at this one neighbor's property. So I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's a plant like a daylily. I like a daylily, but it's not a plant like a daylily that every single person is growing. It still feels very special.
Right, it's an old-fashioned plant that my grandmother had them, but the ones that she had would be really, really tall. And these have been bred to be more compact and have brighter colors and bloom longer. That's the difference here with the Sparkler series. So it's one of those old-fashioned things that it has been made better. Everything old is new again, and that's the case with this one. But again, it's what I always talk about. The genetics add to greater beauty. And I'm a horticulturist. The science behind the beauty really, really makes it shine.
Well, these are going very quickly. 1-800-500-7590. You are getting one of these. Are going to now. They will produce seeds, but we're not sending you seeds. We are sending you actively growing plants. One of blue, lavender, purple, rose, and white. You will get tons of blooms, and they will be big and showy this first season because they're annuals. And then next year, you'll see them popping up again. Now, only 650 remain, and then they are gone. 1-800-500-7590. And Philip, you guarantee that we're going to be happy with what you bring us.
Yes, and you see the number on the screen. You can reach us there. Also, if you need to email us, you see an email address. The annuals are guaranteed for 90 days from time of shipment. Perennials are guaranteed for an entire year. If you've got any questions, just let us know. I'm going to take care of you. I've been on air 29 years, and I'd like to stay a little longer. And thanks for trusting me. I appreciate it so much.
That's awesome. All right, and please don't forget, if you need fertilizer, we have Philip's all-purpose